Well, we're on Madison traveling westbound in the Hollywood area. The vehicle just moments ago went through the parking lot at Children's Hospital, came dangerously close to a couple of vehicles. We are seeing the suspect at this point in time, we believe an assault with a deadly weapon suspect, at least stop at the red lights, then maneuver for a moment, and then try and get away. It looks like that right now he might be cornered and might be doing the smart thing, and that is giving himself up. Now, there's somebody else who was being arrested there on the top of the screen. I'm not sure exactly what was going on there on the curb, if that's related to this individual, if they were going to try and get out and get into another vehicle or not. This is on Santa Monica Boulevard in Hollywood. You see the officers right behind the vehicle. They're using the doors for protection. Their guns are drawn. They're going to try and order this individual out. If you could open up for just a moment for me, Jamie, sometimes I like to see what's in front of this vehicle. If they've made, they put some other vehicles there just in case he tries to take off. But it looks like at this point, they're content to stand behind the suspect. More officers are running in. And then right there on the curb, they arrested someone. So I don't know. We've seen this from time to time. And this is interesting. This vehicle pulling up right here is just an idiot move, knowing all those officers have guns drawn at that suspect and then driving right through the line of fire. So I didn't know for a moment if maybe that individual was related to this, because who would do that looking at all those officers with their guns out? We see a little smoke coming out from the vehicle. The vehicle may have had it to start to have some mechanical problems. That's unclear. But at least at this point, we're seeing the suspect right now obey the orders, it looks like, of the officers. Very slowly, but initially, at least they're opening the door. We also want to be cautious, because if the suspect would make a quick move, the officers would open fire. If they think he has a weapon, it's an assault with a deadly weapon suspect. So we're on Santa Monica Boulevard right now, just a standoff, more smoke coming out of the vehicle. Hopefully the suspect here, Leslie and Phillip, will just comply with the orders of the officers and get out of the vehicle. But it's a pretty tense situation right now.
Well, and as you can see, Scott, oddly enough, he continues to throw his hands through the sunroof there, and then he pulls them down and puts them back up. So clearly the officers can't consider this under control. So a lot to be developed. And also, you didn't know about that truck, if he might be, like you said, associated with this suspect. But at this point, it does appear as if he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, we don't know if there's anyone else inside the vehicle either, so they have to clear that car. It was real interesting. When we first pulled up, there was a suspect being taken into custody next to a patrol car right on the shoulder. I don't know if that was related. And then the vehicle, the truck that drove by, as you mentioned, it just seemed so strange that anyone would drive in front of a dozen officers with their guns pointed at you, but maybe that was just a coincidence. At this point, though, from what we could tell, I don't see anyone else in the vehicle. That doesn't mean for sure that it's clear. The suspect is obeying officers, taking a step forward. He'll probably have him maybe even turn around just to make sure he doesn't have a weapon. They're going to have him face down in a moment on the ground. They may want to use this opportunity to get him away from the vehicle a little bit so they can try and make certain that the car is clear. He is down now. He's in a prone position, so it'll be very difficult for him to grab a gun and put officers in harm's way. His hands are out now, face down onto the pavement here. We're on Santa Monica Boulevard in Hollywood, and it looks at this point like the suspect is obeying the officer's commands. They'll be able to clear the vehicle and take him into custody here at any moment.
So, Scott, this was assault with a deadly weapon suspect rather, and how long did this pursuit go?
We believe this is about 15 to 20 minutes or so, traveling at high rates of speed into and out of the Hollywood area. Not certain it was on a freeway, but certainly we saw him come up on some red lights, but slow down for those red lights before he went through. We don't think that anyone was hit. We don't think there was an accident with this pursuit, as far as we could tell. Officers are now clearing the vehicle. They want to clear that vehicle to make certain that no one's on board the car before they come out and take the suspect into custody. Once they've done that, then they're going to go ahead and take that individual, the suspect who's face down there. They'll take him into custody, and this should be over without incident. So we don't think anyone was hurt. We don't know the details of the assault with a deadly weapon, if it was a gun or where it occurred in what city. But this is LAPD Hollywood Division, I believe. We're on Santa Monica Boulevard at Lyman Place, not far from Children's Hospital. The vehicle did go right through the parking lot at Children's Hospital, came very close to a couple of vehicles, but we don't believe hit any. There was some smoke coming out of the vehicle earlier. There may have been some mechanical problems. It looks like now they're going to maybe try and clear the trunk of this vehicle. or at least keep an eye on it as the other officers approach the suspect and take him into custody. But at least it's winding down. We see so many of these things that end so badly with people hurt. It was dangerous. It was critical there for a few moments, but it looks like right now the suspect is in custody, and they're going to go code 4 on this, which means for the most part that it is over. And once again, we don't believe that anyone was hurt, at least during the pursuit. As far as the assault with a deadly weapon is concerned, we just don't have much of the details on that yet.